Hey guys, welcome to October. Do you know what that means? Do you? It means we just got sales reports for Lexus and Toyota for the last month, which was September. Let's jump on over after you watch the intro. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Lexus Toyota news, and let's get into it. Over at Toyota Newsroom, we have reports for September. There's so much information here. I'm going to go over the highlights that they kind of want you to focus on, and then I'm going to bring your attention to more of, I guess, a mixed bag instead of all just rainbows and unicorns like they want you to believe. It is good overall, but it's not like, you know, everything is peachy. There are some things that are not so good. So back over. RAV4 sales up 1.7% year to date, led by RAV4 Hybrid because that is the segment topper now. Best ever quarter for RAV4 Hybrid and best ever first 3 quarters for total RAV4. Lexus division SUVs up 2.1% year to date, best ever first 3 quarters, and hybrid sales for Toyota up about 16% and 46% for Lexus. What is happening? Let's keep reading. Through September, Toyota Motor North America reported sales of 1.8 million vehicles, down 2.5% on a volume basis versus the same period in 2018. Toyota division posted September 19 sales of 150,000 vehicles, down 15.5% on a volume basis and 8.2% on a DSR basis. Through September, Toyota division posted a decrease of 2.5% versus same period last year. So Toyota as a whole is down almost 3% compared to last year up to this point in the year. It is being led by a 51% increase in hybrid sales growth over the past 3 months, doubling down and focusing, accelerating our pace, Jack Hollis says. With new hybrid launches on some of the most successful models like Corolla, RAV4, Highlander, and more, we plan to further enhance our spot as the hybrid leaders for years to come. So I think that's kind of a tip-off for their philosophy, is they're going to be like, okay, let's just be the best at hybrids. Let's not get too ensnared into jumping into EVs too quickly, at least fully battery electric vehicles. They're probably waiting for battery technology to come along, or at least their grips on the volume of the batteries that they need to fully market. Also, profitability is huge. They can be extremely profitable with hybrids, smaller battery packs, and really boost their entire lineup in terms of efficiency. So when you look at it from the Kaizen mentality, which is making small improvements over time, hybrid is the next step for that small improvement. EV is the long-term goal, right? There's no doubt. I think that's where their mind is going to be, but that probably won't start materializing until about 10 years from now. But they really want to own this next decade, so 2020 to 2030, being the premier hybrid technology leader. And this is obviously just my conjecture, but let's just get back over to the reports. Lexus division September 19 sales of 18.8 thousand vehicles, down 23% on a volume basis and 16% on a DSR basis. Through September, Lexus has posted a decrease of just 2% versus the same period. So they didn't have a good September. I kind of felt that personally. I didn't have a great September. I know other salespeople did, but I can relate as a whole to Lexus because I just didn't have that great of a month selling cars. It was really tough for me. Nothing was really working out. Here I am in October. I'm ready to go. They're only down 2% on the year, even though they had a rough September. They had the best ever August, and I think that's really helped out the luxury brand. Okay, so we're going to get into the graphs here. There's just so much information here. I can only do so much. I could spend hours on this, but let's just go to Toyota car division. They're down about 12% volume-wise on the year compared to, 12% volume-wise on the month compared to last year's September, and down 5% volume over the year. So not the worst, definitely not the best. They're down percent on the year for their sedans. If we go to Lexus sedans here, they're down 10%. What are the shining stars though? Well, if we look at the Toyota shining stars, up on the year, the Mirai, well, that doesn't really count. The Camry is kind of close. Corolla's having a pretty good year. They're still down overall in volume. Everything else is down double digits or close to it. If we look at the Lexus, IS down 32%, RC up, which it's really good to see. I love the RC, but it's not one of their big volume sellers, but it is good to see that. What is their big volume seller is the ES. And what's strange here, if you look over here, the ES was down 30%, 36% volume-wise compared to last September. And the reason is the redesigned ES came out last September. So they sold a whole bunch of ESs in September when it came to market. And then the sales this September aren't quite as good. They're still really good, 3,300 vehicles for the ES, but they're up 10% on the year. So that's a really good sign for the ES. We sell a ton of ESs. It's been a really good car for us. Obviously, it's been a really good car for the entire American market. GS is dead again. LS is dying. It's really sad to see the LS, the luxury, the original luxury vehicle Lexus came out with, just dying. It's really sad. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. I want it to do well. I want it to be a growing, selling vehicle, but the numbers don't lie here. It's down 40% on the year, and it was down about 48% volume-wise from last month, or let's say September of 2018. And then the LC is not doing well either. That LC convertible cannot come soon enough, as well as that LCF, which I have a video on. Click somewhere around here for that. Overall, Lexus vehicles, or I should say Lexus cars, are down 10.5% on the year. And they were down 40%. 40% on the month of September. And again, a part of that was September last year. Just the ES did so well because it was brand new to market with a redesign. Scrolling down, looking at the Toyota truck division, really doing good. I mean, yeah, down about 1% year to date, but they didn't have a good September. For some reason, September really just dumped on the company, minus 17% compared to last year's September. But the good news is that they're doing fairly well overall for the year, just down marginally. And then Lexus is having a really good year for their SUVs. Their SUVs they sell in droves. The UX, I think they were hoping to sell 17,000, if I remember right, the first year. I don't think they're going to hit that. I don't think they even have the volume to be able to support that, to be honest. But they're at about 12,000 right now. So, maybe they get to 15,000, 16,000 by the end of the year. That would be really, really good. We have 1 quarter left. NX is doing not so hot, about 8% down on the year, 20% down month over month. RX, now this is going to flip straight upside down here in a little bit because the RXs are going to be in pretty good supply during the month of October as they're starting to stock the 2020s. I would expect the RX numbers year to date will be in the positive compared to where we're at right now, which is minus 4.3%. So the RX, I am not worried about it one bit. There are so many buyers out there waiting for the 2020s to arrive. The next 3 months is going to be like a fire sale on the 2020 RXs. I wouldn't be surprised if we can't keep enough in stock. But maybe I'm overhyped, maybe I'm overexcited for it, but that's just where my feelings are for it. People like to upgrade their RXs. They like to have a low mile RX, and it's their baby. Like, it's the baby of the company too. If you just look at how many have sold, 80,000 last year, 76,000 this year so far. GX down 9% on the year. It did not have a good month, minus 25%. And a part of that is people know that they're going to get a refresh on the GX in November. So I wouldn't expect the GX to do really good October either. I think it's going to have a poor October. But by the end of the year, they could, I don't know if they'll be able to overcome the minus 10 or 12% they might be at the end of this month, which is October. But I do think they will get real close to the zero mark compared to last year. Once that 2020 hits, there's a lot of people waiting for the 2020, not necessarily because of the styling, because of Lexus Safety System Plus. Currently on the GX, if you want radar cruise control, lane departure alert, pre-collision systems, you have to spend an extra 8 to 10 grand on the luxury package with the driver assist package. And that just doesn't make sense because I know in a month from now, they can get all of that standard on a $55,000 GX. So the GX will have quite a rebound in the last quarter, especially November, December. And I really hope we have enough in stock as well, like I said, on the RX. The hero of the story, though, isn't the RX or the GX, definitely not the NX or the LX. I haven't even brought up the LX. Holy cow, the LX can't get that sport design package out quick enough. I haven't seen it yet. I know they're starting to make it. I have a video on it if you want to see what that sport package is on the LX. But the UX is the unsung hero so far. 12,000 units that they would have lost to the likes of Infiniti or Mercedes-Benz or BMW with that small compact crossover. They're taking a pretty big chunk of the market. And once people start finding out about it, the value it provides, the quality it provides, and the vehicle is doing really, really well worldwide, not just here in America. But you can see that extra 12,000 sales has really helped them boost up, because they're about up 3,000 units compared to last year, and there's 12,000 units of the UX. So you can put it largely on the UX that's carrying and helping Lexus have the best ever luxury SUV year to date. So they're up about 2.1% on volume, which is really good to see. Going down here a little bit, I don't dive too much in the North American built vehicles. A lot of people like to, because it's kind of like a job security, rah America sort of thing. Down 4.7% on volume on the year. If you look at the ES and the RX though, they're up 7.2 and 6.6 for American volume vehicles. So that is really good to see for the Lexus vehicles. RAV4 is just killing it. That is the hero for Toyota right now, is the RAV4. It's doing really, really well for them, as well as the ES and the RX. If you look at just the Toyota trucks, they're pretty much at a wash for the year, 0.6%. Lexus is up 6.6%. Toyota's trucks are up 4.8%. Import trucks from Lexus minus 1.1%. And a part of that is because of the UX. All the UXs are built in Japan. The NX is down, that's a Japanese vehicle. The GX is down, the LX is down, but the UX is kind of carrying the Lexus imports, to be honest. And then the last graph we'll touch on is the hybrids. We know it's doing really well. If you just skip down to the bottom here, Lexus at a 46% increase of hybrids compared to last year. And then Toyota's at about a 16% increase compared to last year. It's really good to see, because I think that it is a natural progression towards full electrification. They're getting there. And as much as I would love to see fully electric or battery electric Toyota and Lexus vehicles, they are making progress in the right direction. And actually it's going pretty quick for the hybridization. And then as they master that, we'll see mass battery electrics, as I've already touched on in this video. But that's it, guys. What do you think? Not the best September for the company, but the company is doing extraordinarily well for North America for the first 3 quarters, especially those select models like the RAV4, the UX, the ES, etc. So what do you guys think? I'll see you guys in the comments below. And until next time, peace out. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. Hope you really enjoyed it. If you would like for me to provide much better Toyota and Lexus content in the future, I have tons of aspirations for the channel. Please consider supporting me over on my Patreon page. You can find a link to it right over here. And I always have a monthly giveaway for my Patreon supporters, and this monthly giveaway is right over here. And thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.